Sometimes game developers like to hide little Easter eggs and references to their previously made games, or even whole other series. In most cases, that's that. It's just a fun little thing to get a cheap smile out of a player. But sometimes, when there's enough of the same kind of so-called Easter egg, it gets players like me thinking, are the game developers trying to get something across? Like that these two games are linked? In the same immediate universe? Canon to one another? Like in the case of Bungie's Halo series, and its connection with Pathways into Darkness and Marathon. Gnoggin. Bungie released Marathon in 1994, competing with the other major shooter at the time, Doom. The game is an FPS set in the future, and you are a security officer trying to stop an alien invasion on a colony ship named Marathon. There are two others. One has you and an army investigating some ruins, and the other has you going into alternate realities. But the sci-fi theme and the being made by Bungie aren't the things that make some think it shares a universe with Halo. It's primarily the many times the Marathon logo appears in the Halo series. Most of them are simple nods, many of which are in pretty important places, but some of these references are huge. Like how in Marathon you wear Mjolnir Mark IV armor, and in Halo you wear Mjolnir Mark V and VI armor. And note how in Marathon you are a security officer. Well, the security officer armor in Halo even shares the same helmet type as the Mjolnir Mark IV in Marathon. So isn't this just an updated Mark IV version of it? Because Halo takes place in the future of Marathon? Now if that doesn't convince you right there, well then buckle up. In Marathon, you are in a Marathon colony cruiser. In Halo, there are many Marathon class cruisers. Marathon, whatever it is in the Halo universe, perhaps a company, since they classify ships, and have its logo in the middle of the Pillar of Autumn emblem, also give out medals, makes armor, weapons, and pipes. Why else would the logo be all over the place? They may even have a monopoly on this type of technology. The rocket launcher in Halo has SPNKR on the back, so do the rocket launchers in Marathon. Same model name? Serial number? Something. The Bumblebee cutscene in Halo, the pilot is wearing a helmet very similar to the protagonist of Marathon's helmet. Perhaps the older Mjolnir armor was passed down. Marathon logo on dashboard of a Warthog, on the plasma grenade, on the loading screen, on the difficulty shields as a decal, on the doors in the level Regret. By the way, we are in Halo 2 now. On the shotgun, the Enforcer's shields. On Africa! Just Africa! They own Africa! The entire courtyard on the Ivory Tower map. In this skull, on a bunch of doors. On a planet in the sky. The sky! Marathon must be a pretty powerful company. Tons of weapons, including the optical sight, on elevator control panels, on ODST chest armor, in Guilty Spark's eye, on helmets, on butt plates, on airships, holograms, icons, monitors, body bags, backpacks, reflecting off of some surfaces. Just reflecting. So you see, you can't just say the Marathon logo being in Halo isn't just a small nod to their past games. Marathon obviously is a big part of the Halo universe. Since the logo is all over these things, I'm pretty sure they are a company that manufactures these things. The ship Marathon and Marathon may have been an early product of the company, and they have since began to create all kinds of things, either themselves or helping the UNSC in manufacturing. Despite this big list of just their logo in Halo, I'm not done yet. The maps Foundation and Gemini in Halo 2 are very similar to the maps in Marathon, perhaps only changed slightly as an update to the times. The personnel in Crow's Nest in Halo 3 wore outfits very similar to the Bobs in Marathon. There are all these things, and I'm not even counting the many lines in Halo that are also in Marathon, or the many plot devices and similarities they share. Plus, it's not like they couldn't exist in the same universe. What's preventing that? They both are in the same kind of setting. Evil aliens bent on destroying the galaxy, a super soldier type hero with a fancy future suit, and the same name and similar model. Well, there is one thing. Bungie. While Alex Soropian once said that John 117 and the protagonist of Marathon are the same person, Bungie, not Alex, later released a statement saying that that was false, and that the two series are in no way connected. Yeah, right. Tell that to the 100 or so Marathon references just in the main trilogy. They may not have meant that the games weren't in any way connected at all. They may have just been clarifying that Master Chief and the Marathon dude are not the same person, and are in no way connected whatsoever, even though they both wear Mjolnir armor. And besides, game companies fib like this all the time. Bungie may be saying they aren't connected, but what they say and what is actually there are two different things. Their games are full of connections. They may just be saying that to get people like me to talk about it on forums and make YouTube videos about it for free advertising. Clever, clever Bungie. Now, how does Halo connect to Pathways into Darkness? Well, not directly, but through Marathon. As in Marathon, you can read a bunch of stuff about the Marathon world on some terminals, and some of the history part explains the events of the series Pathways into Darkness. That one's pretty simple. So Halo has the hidden lore of the entire Marathon series, and Marathon has the hidden lore of Pathways into Darkness. Thus, Halo has Marathon and Pathways into Darkness lore, tucked away, hidden, in these hundreds of references. Even if you think Bungie isn't lying and Halo and Marathon aren't connected because they said so, then you are leaving this video still knowing that Marathon and Pathways into Darkness are connected. Through lore and stuff. Yeah.